What's good, people? So you already know who it is. If you ain't already, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Facebook, all that good social media stuff in the video description. So right now I have a special guest with me to help me do this dual comm. And by the way, this is the first of a series of dual comms I plan to be doing this year. So make sure you look out for the future ones. And the person I have with me right now is a fan favorite of the Uncharted community, and he's just gonna help me talk about a few different topics right now. So, Robin Gaming, what's up, man? Say what's up to the people.
Well, I'm very good. Yeah, thanks. Well, my name is Robin, if you didn't know me already. I'm 18 years old, I live in the Netherlands, and yeah, I make YouTube videos pretty much. Yeah, usually it was centered around Uncharted, but yeah, lately I've got quite a success on YouTube, and yeah, things have been really going well. And yeah, now I'm doing all kinds of stuff, Uncharted related, but also yeah, video series for Machinima and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess that's me.
All right, so Robin's link to his channel, his two channels, will be in the description. He has a main channel where he does the gameplay and his series, and he also has a Robin Gaming Discusses channel where he talks about different news and topics. So now that you introduced your channel, first thing I want to talk about is what we assume to be the PS4 trailer. I want to know what your thoughts on it, and like how sure do you think that this is the PS4?
Well, I had that same question in mind actually, but yeah, I'm just, personally, I'm just really, yeah, pretty much 100% sure that it is the PS4. It actually really surprises me how there's still people, really thinking that it's not the PS4. I mean, just, yeah, when you look at it the way, yeah, pretty much all the visuals in the trailer, it just, screams next generation. And yeah, I'm really confident that it is the PS4. What about you?
I had my doubts at first, but I feel like it is because they've invited like the media and a lot of people to come to this event in New York, and I feel like even if they didn't plan for this to be a PS4 event, with Facebook talking about it being PS4, Twitter, just everybody on YouTube, they have to now, even if they didn't before. But I don't feel like they would call such a an important event in 2013 for it to be anything else.
Yeah, well, they also, these events, they don't normally do them. I mean, last time they did them was for the PlayStation Vita. So, yeah, they really save these events for really special moments. So, yeah, I guess it's pretty much confirmed that it is for, at least new hardware. But, I don't assume there's a new PlayStation Vita coming anytime soon. So, it just has to be the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, hopefully, Sony doesn't pull the whole, because they do announcements for announcements and trailers for trailers, which could be pretty annoying sometimes. But hopefully, this will actually be information or a reveal for the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, hopefully.
So next thing I want to talk about is you're with Machinima, right?
Yes.
And you were actually working on a project, a PS4 project that you proposed to them, and another project, and I think you do another series. So talk about that a little bit.
Well, I started off, I kind of, yeah, I tried to find more ways to really get, involved with YouTube. And yeah, I just thought, I first of all, I tried to get my Uncharted 3 top 10 plays on Machinima. I did a series, yeah, that was the Uncharted 3 top 10 plays. But, unfortunately, of course, Uncharted isn't that big of a, that much of a, big game. So, yeah, Machinima didn't accept that. They did, yeah, use one of the episodes for that channel. Yeah, but after that, they just, came to me with this offer like, hey, we really want to do a top 5 troll series. And yeah, I was just really excited about that. So I decided to, yeah, to take the offer. And right now, I'm doing the top 5 troll series, which already has 10 episodes at the moment. And yeah, after that, I just thought, if there's one thing I really want to do, it's just, making videos about the gaming industry, pretty much what you already do. Because, yeah, I'm just really interested in that. And then I basically, yeah, I made this PS4 video, and I got Machinima to test it on that channel, and the response has been, pretty much, yeah, amazing. And yeah, they just, yeah, they allowed me to make a series about that. So yeah, I will have more videos on the gaming industry coming up on Machinima Respawn's channel. So yeah, it's quite amazing to me.
Okay. And speaking of Uncharted, I want to bring up real quick. You currently do the I'm not sure how you got it established, but you started the Uncharted TV thing. People go on Uncharted, and those are your videos that you put together on the Uncharted TV playing in the little corner, right?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Okay. How did you just contacted Naughty Dog somehow, and I'm guessing got them to do that? I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, they kind of found me actually, and yeah, they found the series and they said it was cool, and I pretty much made this agreement with them. I have to say that recently Naughty Dog has made it pretty much possible for anyone to submit their videos for Uncharted TV. So yeah, anyone who makes videos now can easily submit those in the forums, and then you can get an Uncharted TV.
Okay. And I just wanted to mention, not to toot my own horn or anything, or boast about myself. I would just like to say, for the record, for those of you who don't know, I originated the first Uncharted top 10 plays. For those of you who are new to I guess YouTube on Uncharted 2, I'm sorry, but I like to take credit for putting Uncharted on the map. Because when nobody was making videos about Uncharted when the Uncharted 2 multiplayer came out, it was me. I kind of put it on the map, made it popular on YouTube. I originated the first top 10 plays, and I never knew like it would take off like it did. It got a lot of views, but eventually I decided to move on and do other things, and other people decided to pick up the Uncharted top 10 plays project, and they've done a great job. I'm not upset about it or anything. I forgot his name. It's
Rock Show
Rock Show
208
doing it. And I know you did it too, and it was like maybe one or two other series.
Yeah.
But yeah, kudos to everybody that started doing it after me. I would just like to say I originated it for the record.
No, kudos to you actually, BG, because I still remember that when I got Uncharted 2 and everyone was playing that, I already watched your videos and I wasn't involved in YouTube at all. But yeah, I've known you for a long time, so yeah, quite funny.
Okay, so yeah. Now, next I want to talk about, I guess, moving into it, Uncharted, the current state of Uncharted. Now, people know I strayed away from Uncharted, obviously. I still like the series, but people know my grudges with Uncharted. Basically, like you said, Uncharted, even though Uncharted 3 is a lot more popular than 2 was at the time, it's definitely, blowing up and getting more popular, especially with this oncoming announcement that you think I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna become even more popular when that happens. But basically, in a nutshell, to explain the story real quick, I've been gaming for a while, and I've been playing multiplayer games from last generation. And last generation, when it came to multiplayer games, there weren't these crutches in multiplayer games. There weren't like uses of perks. For example, power plays that help newcomers out. Basically, these crutches that people depended on to help them be better than they actually are. That's why people hear me complain and bitch a lot. Is because I'm not used to these new mechanics in the game. I'm used to them. I can adapt, but I still feel like they're too noob friendly crutches in games nowadays, which is what mostly pissed me off about Uncharted. I feel Naughty Dog put too many crutches in the game to help people out, because the era of multiplayer games where I'm from, it was literally how good you were. It was you, your aim, and your controller. It was how good you were at the game. There was nothing to help you, no crutch, no nothing. It was just you. If you sucked at the game, you had no choice to get better. The developer did not put anything in the games to help you out. It was you. If you sucked at the game, then you just sucked. If you got better, you got better. There was nothing else to help. So that's just to explain to people why, Uncharted started to piss me off a little bit, because it just has, too many cheap shortcuts and things like that to, help people win. But
Yeah, no, I understand, but yeah, I must say, I really agree with you on that. Yeah, Uncharted 3 just, yeah, they made it a bit more, they went a bit more to the Call of Duty side, I felt, with that game, just by adding all those things. And the thing just is, in my opinion, is just that it's not really well done. Like, there's power plays in there, which, yeah, basically is double damage. I mean, what is that for? power play yeah, it's basically a really overpowered power play, and I don't like, you know, stuff like that at all. But yeah, I must say I really liked how Uncharted 2 more had that kind of like basic feeling that you described from
Yeah.
past gen. And yeah, I must say I truly wouldn't mind if they went back to the Uncharted 2 style, and you know, in terms of multiplayer with the next Uncharted game, which is definitely coming. Yeah, I really hope they do that. It will make the game a lot more fair, and yeah, I think that would be great.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people will tell me, "Oh, just play hardcore mode." Listen, don't let
Nah.
me scream at you. Don't let me scream at you. Don't tell me to play no hardcore mode. I don't want to get into that, but people know I will rage at them and scream at them if you tell me to do that.
Yeah.
And but you know, I want the game. The reason I get pissed off is because I want the game to get better. One of the things I believe that's one of the things that's keeping Uncharted from being a competitive game. You know, like one of those competitive games you see played on a big stage at competitions. It's a little bit too noob friendly. I believe that's what's keeping it back. If it becomes more, you know, I guess more of a competitive game, it could blow up even more.
Yeah.
You know, played on what are the websites called, like GB gaming, the gaming leagues and stuff like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I believe it could make it to those stages.
definitely.
So I mean, I'm not sure if you have any ideas on this, but what are your future thoughts about Uncharted 4 and any?
Well, first of all, I think the single player has to be really a lot better than Uncharted 3, because I thought the single player in Uncharted 3 was really disappointing if you compare to Uncharted 2. But in
See,
terms of
I
yeah.
tell people that and they think I'm crazy, but go ahead.
No, I must say I think a big percentage of the players thinks that actually. Yeah, a lot of people agree that Uncharted 2 was the best single player. I think that's just a fact. But yeah, I really hope Uncharted 4 kind of does its own thing. 3, you know, was more like it was trying to copy the story of Uncharted 2, but then a little bit different. But yeah, it didn't make sense at all, to be honest. A lot of plot holes in there and stuff like that. It didn't feel, you know, right. It didn't feel as epic as Uncharted 2. But multiplayer wise, yeah, I hope it's kind of like a mix between 3 and 2, and yeah, more things added to that. I really hope they're going back to that basic gameplay. But at the same time, you know, the interaction in the maps and stuff like that, I thought that's a great idea, but it has to be better. It's not, you know, really well done in Uncharted 3 in my eyes. There's also a lot of lag in there. The servers are still, you know, shit. That's just a fact, I'd say. They've always been bad, like matchmaking that takes 2 minutes. Yeah, that stuff like that should really be fixed. And yeah, I think that if Naughty Dog just, you know, really learns from the feedback they've got, then I think they can really make Uncharted 4 a big success, both in you know, single player and in multiplayer.
Yeah, like you said with the single player, I tell people all the time, like there was a huge flaw in that story. The when I heard the title Drake's Deception, you know, I really thought like, yo, it is gonna be some type of Inception type shit. You
Yeah.
know, like I thought my mind was gonna be blown at the trickery. Come to find out, it was like, oh, instead of doing this, he did this. I'm like, that wasn't very much of a deception. You just kind of like that was like kind of false advertisement to me, and you know, just other things. For example, the game was a lot easier, even on the hardest difficulty. I've told people like every Uncharted has gotten easier, even on the hardest difficulty. Uncharted 3 on the hardest difficulty was a cakewalk compared to Uncharted 2, especially compared to Uncharted 1. Uncharted 1 on the hardest difficulty, 2 shots you were fucking dead.
Hmm.
Oh, they've made the game a lot easier, and I also believe they need to make the game a little bit more open world. Uncharted 4 needs to be a little bit less linear, you know, because that's been how it's been for 3 games. It's just been you have to do things primarily this way. There's no other way around to doing it. They need to make it a little bit more open so you can make different choices depending on how you want to play.
Hmm. Now, I think that just, you know, the real big disappointment in Uncharted 3 was just that, you know, Naughty Dog had created this pretty much masterpiece. Uncharted 2, it was pretty much perfect, you know, in every aspect. And then, you know, they thought, you know, we gotta make a game that's better than Uncharted 2. And what did they do? They split up and they start making The Last of Us with their other team. They pretty much cut that team in half, and then they expect to make a game within the same amount of time that's better than Uncharted 2. I didn't really get that as well. But yeah, I guess now with the PS4 coming and Uncharted 4, you know, on that for sure. I think they will have a little bit more development time, and yeah, really hope they will make it something special.
Okay. And yeah, so moving on, I want to ask you, so what so the people know, what future games do you plan on getting this year? Do you have like a list of, you know, off the top of your head what games you plan on doing?
Well, I'm not really sure yet what games I'm gonna get, but there's yeah pretty much 3 games in the coming few months that I'm really gonna get, and those are Tomb Raider, BioShock Infinite, and The Last of Us. I'm really looking forward to those 3.
Okay. And by the way, I haven't really told my subscribers this yet, but for every game that comes out, I will be doing, or I plan to do a dual com with a different person. So just so y'all know, me and Robin Gaming will be doing a dual com for Tomb Raider. We're going to be talking about that when it comes out. So I'm doing my dual com with him for Tomb Raider.
Hmm.
And so are there any other projects that you're working on, or anything else you want to tell the people?
Well, not really. I'd say, yeah, I'm just, you know, really enjoying making these videos, and I'm really gonna try and get that, you know, gaming industry series to be big, and yeah, I'm gonna put a lot of effort into that while still continuing with the Uncharted 3 videos. I'm still planning on, you know, continuing the top 10 plays for Uncharted 3, even though I stole it from you. But yeah, I mean, with the big thing coming up, I'd say, yeah, I really should continue that, and yeah, just make awesome videos, and I know people really like them and appreciate that I make them, so I will be sure to keep continuing making them.
All right, man. So I want to thank you for doing this dual com with me.
Thank you.
And I guess if the people can come up with more topics that they maybe want me and you to talk about, you know, they can put that in the comment section.
Yeah, definitely.
Make sure you go check out Robin Gaming's channel, subscribe. For his viewers, check out my channel. You know, so we should be uploading these on both channels. And yeah, I know it's like kind of late in the Netherlands right now, so like I said, thank you again.
Yeah, I need to go to bed.
All right, man. So thank you, and be out of here, man.
Yeah, peace.
Peace.